since yesterday, this is Chai's new way to sit in this thing at the windows. Hi, Chai. Hi, Chai. Who's a pretty Chai? Oh, she's watching the beam of light on the floor from the phone. So, oh, I missed the bird moment. So there's the sun. It's gonna be a scorcher. There's a Pico. And here's the book nook. Oh, there's a smudge. Oh, wow. Yeah. What a day. So I had my first shift, some orientation here. This is my orientation. I did some work for a few hours. And look here, I've put the lights there. The solar lights. I put them on the coffee table at night because they're too bright in the bedroom when trying to sleep. But look at the bedroom view. So I had a big day. I worked for the first time in a while, and my next shift is Saturday. And then there you go, there's a view from the bedroom. And look at the moon. Oh, look at the spot on the window. The moon. And there's a boat out there. Oh, and you know what? I was like, what is that haze? But that's not, that's moonlight on the water. On the surface of the lake. Do you see that? It's like there's a slick or something on the water. But it's moonlight. See, guys? Do you see that? Bedroom window view. And it's like, are you kidding me? Yeah, we got traffic and we got train. Oh, see the train? That's a GO train. Well, this is a GO train. People coming in. But yeah, there's the lake. There's the moon, which is getting close to full. A few more days or so. But look at that moonlight near that big boat. Look at that. See that moonlight? It's right there. It's real. It's really happening. That's pretty awesome, actually. Have you seen the moonlight on the lake like this?
Yeah.
Isn't that something, huh? It's like seeing it's just neato. This is my first time seeing it because I haven't been here for a full. Oh, look, there's some clouds. Oh, that's pretty. Well, except for the stuff that's on the window. Look at that, guys. See the clouds? It's darker blue in the visual of the camera, the iPhone, than it is outside. It's much lighter blue, the sky and the water. But look at that. You get the picture. Oh, it's like the beam of light. See that? Oh, okay. What a day. What a day. Busy time of day. It's called Sunnyside Bridge. Usually when I get off the Sunnyside Bridge, I just go left. To the left, but I decided to go right. It'll extend my walk, but look what I'm standing on, a boardwalk. So this is called Budapest Park. It's Lake Ontario still, of course, but look, it's a boardwalk. Like, they had a boardwalk on the beaches, they have a boardwalk down here too. And I'm betting I can go so I haven't been down here yet. Oh, they're cleaning up garbage. That's awesome. Look at this. Look at them cleaning up. That's awesome. Look at this beautiful thing. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, the crossing of Lake Ontario by Marilyn Bell. You know how I've told you guys, I've walked, well, I don't know if I told you, but when I do go to the left, I end up walking through Marilyn Bell Park. Well, this is more information and a more updated plaque about her. She was the first person to swim across Lake Ontario. After looking at the last plaque, my husband looked her up online Wikipedia, and apparently family moved to the States. But I wonder what it's like for her to tell her grandchildren, there's a whole park along the water named after me. Sure, Grandma. Oh, butterfly habitat. That's fantastic. You know, it's where you put a bunch of milkweeds and various plants that attract butterflies. So they have, along their stopover, they have food. And it helps. It's lovely. I want to take a picture of it, guys. Hold on. You can see the water level's high and closer than it probably generally is. This year the water's been really high all along the lakes, Great Lakes. The beaches were hit bad. I haven't seen it for myself yet, except for online. And of course, this area would be affected as well, because it's still Lake Ontario. The other lakes as well. Lake Erie was fired, but Lake Ontario, the area, the islands are closed still because, I don't know, they had like 75-meter high, or I don't know, whatever. It was just the highest it's been. And so, as you can see, there's some difference. I'm sure this was, people could go further. Well, if you look right there, there's a lifeguard station, stand, or whatever you call them, right there, under the water a bit. But look at this, another boardwalk. So I just have to go this way, and there's a boardwalk again. I mean, my love and my heart will still have a special place in the beaches for how good it was to me for several years. But I live now in the West End, and so I'm learning to see and appreciate a different area. Look at this here. Yeah, see? High water. Look how gorgeous this is. And I like their lampposts. The thing with the beaches, I will give the beaches more not credit, because that has nothing to do with it, but if you're at the boardwalk or at the lake and the beaches, you're not near this much traffic, you're not near the highways. But I'm just trying to find something not to like about here, because I'm pretty swayed over to, I mean, that view alone. It's nice to see a new place. I want to get a picture of this stuff. See how high the water is. But, or else people would be, you know, able to enjoy more. Well, it looks like people are still enjoying, but you know, more sand and further out. And nature is enjoying the higher water levels. But, okay, let's take some pictures. Look at this. I wonder if I'll go all the way to Humber Bay Bridge. I mean, I was thinking I would do that on my bicycle, but I wonder if I'll end up strolling that far, you know, but I don't think so because of my battery. Maybe not. Okay, so I'm finally seeing it for the first time in person. There's what was called Classic Sunnyside. It wasn't called Classic, just the iconic building. That bathing I have to figure. I'm gonna find out the closer I get. But look at this. Look at it. Look at that. Look how much closer to that I am now. Wow. Or just looking at beaches, I'm sure they had to have some, they probably had some damage from the increased water level. So a wading pool. Yeah, those are good to have. Oh my gosh, there's a real pool coming up. Not, you know what I mean. Look at that though. See what happened? Oh, those are nuts. Probably not, they're not used to being able to come up this far. Look at little there. Storm waters rise quickly. Well, I want you to use an alternate path, but it looks to me like everybody's doing that instead. I'm gonna be a rebel. Everybody else is doing it. So this is cool. I am further than I've ever been. So there is a big public pool here that includes a deep end. And people are learning first aid. Good. Look how much closer I am to that bridge over there. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a big pool. This is a big pool. There's a deep end. Oh, wow. This pool was probably here when my dad was a kid. Or coming here or whatever. Probably one of the things my dad talked about. So you can hear I've passed the pool, which is fantastic. Sand. Sunnyside Paddling Club. Yeah, there's been some damage. Look at that, look, I'm near that bridge. I wonder if I'll have the battery power to make it home. Beach Patrol. Sunnyside Beach Guard Station. Wow. Paddling club where teamwork equals success. And there's a rowing club near where I live. Do you see this old building? Do you see it? You can look in very, very old photographs and see this building. But the architecture, right? I mean, it could use some touching up. Don't change it, just touch it up. Make sure it's doing alright. But wow. Wow. Look at it. Oh my gosh, you can walk through some sort of garden. Oh, look at that. Look at the old, it's like, reminds me of Europe. Italy of like Grand Plaza in there. Let's go see. Let's go see. So it's a cafe and pavilion, open for the season. Entrance off boardwalk. Ooh. Yeah, like for some reason I think I remember. I think I read that this was like a bathhouse and stuff. But I'm not sure now. You guys can look it up. Don't make me do all the work for you. This is interactive vlogging. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty old. Oh, I gotta get a picture of that. Wow. You know, it kind of reminds me of Florence. When we were in Florence. That's what it reminds me of a little bit. Some of Florence. I could be, you know, I'm just rambling, but I want to take a picture of this, okay guys? So hold on. So I thought I was making a video, but I was telling you guys how the song Pennies in a Fountain covered by Frank Sinatra came to my head. But there's quarters and dimes in this fountain. Not many, so they must clear it out or not a lot of people drop their money in here. And when I first was taking the video, there were birds. Just cleaning themselves off, getting refreshed there in the fountain. Look at that. Look at that. So, I should probably get walking, but I love stuff like this. I've only lived here, oh, I haven't even lived here a month yet. And so I shouldn't be so down on myself just because I haven't seen everything yet. Look how old that is. Look at that. Oh! Plaque. This garden, designed by Stephen in 1980 something, reflects the same sensitivity and attention to detail which he brought to the design of several other major parks in Toronto, including St. James Park, but not the less for being so. Oh, that's really ephemeral. I know the word, I just don't know how to say it. You know, when you learn how to read on your own and you don't actually get the higher education that teaches you how to speak all those words in the big books you read properly. That's what happened to me. So I get a lot of words wrong that I totally understand, know the meaning of, and use in writing, but I don't actually know how to pronounce properly. Ouch. So yeah, there we go. That was a little tour of that. Do you think I'll make it to the bridge, or should I go back home considering my battery life? And I turn around to continue walking, and look at this. Oh. I'll tell you what this reminds me of. Again, it's a place in Italy. There's just this green, it was in Venice. Look at all those candy post trucks going by. Okay, so it was in Venice, and Wild Women, Strong and Free. You know, a book I recommend still is Wild Women, Women Who Run with the Wolves, the Wild Women, Myths and Stories of the Wild Woman Archetype. I gotta reread that book and build back up that knowledge. Look at this, how beautiful this is. Look at this. Look at these whole trees. Old trees. Old trees. Okay, so you can see I'm quite a distance, not quite a distance, but I'm off I'm far from where I live. That's okay. I can get back there, but look at the CN Tower just standing there. Most places in Toronto, you can see it. It is a pretty tall tower. So how far am I to that? Oh, not far at all. Look, you see that bridge? I think I'll just like walk across it and walk back. I better hurry though, or else I'm not gonna... I want all my steps to count with my walk, and they won't if my battery dies. So I know that sounds silly, but it's good incentive. I'm gonna have to walk back regardless, but I'd like to be able to keep track of the steps. I'm just rambling at you guys. Let me shut up and let you hear this for a bit. These are neat. These are throughout the city, not just at the beach or near parks, but on, well, yeah, generally near parks and western ravines and beaches. Follow scenic footpaths and a beach boardwalk. I really didn't know there was a boardwalk down here. I should have figured, because this is a lot older than, or is it around? Anyway. I wasn't so wrong to think of Italy. Roman-styled Sunnyside bathing pavilion. Thank you. Because I went to Rome as well, but I paid more attention to like the stuff in other places. Anyway, these western Toronto beaches are Sunnyside Beach. Sand from the bottom of Lake Ontario, distributing along the shoreline. Yeah, there's a problem here. These western Toronto beaches were a popular meeting place. You can see really old photos of them, I swear, online. By the turn of the century, a boardwalk and dance hall had been built on the site. From 1922 until the 50s, Sunnyside Beach Amusement Park entertained generations of Torontonians. There's also an amusement park at Scarborough Beach, in the beaches that I'm used to, the beaches at the East End. So, an amusement park was there as well. East of here stands a Roman-styled Sunnyside bathing pavilion built in 1922, and Sunnyside Pool. That's what we walk by. The big pool is Sunnyside Pool in 1925. So yes, my dad is in his 60s. So yes, it's been here since before he was. Participating in the Easter parade along Sunnyside Boardwalk was one of the most popular traditions in early Toronto. The city removed the original boardwalk in '54 and did not replace it until 1996. Wow. Well, you know, another thing that happened in this area, for information, go to your, okay, library. See, there's an old photo. See, the thing that also happened is Parkdale, where the area I'm living used to have, it was kind of like where people in the city would go for, they would come to the area, go to the lake, and enjoy the lake, you know. And then when they built these here, the Gardner, the Queensway, Lakeshore Boulevard, etc. When they built all these, the people that had their rich houses in Parkdale were like, we can't access the water. We don't want to live here. We're going to move. So they moved. And then, but too bad for them, because eventually bridges were made over these roadways and the lake was accessible again. So like, I'm glad actually that you know, sad for them, but good for the rest of us that get to live in the area and have got to enjoy it. Now people want to come back, and you know, I'm not going to get into the whole housing issue and rooming houses and the lack of housing and the stuff, because that's another vlog. But now they want back. Now people want back because it's easy to get across, right? You saw it didn't take me long. So Budapest Park, Sunnyside Pavilion. This is still called, so I'm in the Western Beaches, and where I took a lot of video in my old archives is the Toronto, it's called Eastern Beaches, but I never called it that. I called it the beaches, so I didn't really. And then so here is where I'm heading. I'm really close to here. Where am I right now? I'm Am I here? Is this a "you are here" dot? Okay, let's go before I run out of battery. I do like these old lights. I like the ones in Trinity Bellwoods Park, and also a callback to St. Thomas when they put Pinafore Park has lights that are, you know, a bit style. I like them as well. My feet are hurting because they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm wandering. This is great. It helps to be able to talk to the camera, so another reason why I should probably conserve my battery. I'll show you guys the beaches again when I get down there eventually. I haven't biked down there, and I haven't used token fare, and I certainly not walked there yet. And since that one's a sad one. Since I'm gonna be walking a lot. I'm gonna be walking to and from work, from where I live. I'm gonna, you know, I could take this comfortable thing, or I could take this Desire Line path, which I think would be kind of nice. Oh, look at how pretty this is. I live in Toronto. Okay guys, gonna take a photo. Gonna soon have to conserve energy. Battery power. Running out of battery, and I'm almost to the bridge, but then I have to get all the way back, but I can't help myself. So like I said, the water level's high, nature's taking over, yada yada. But look at swans. Swans. Quite a few of them actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't know. There's quite a lot. So, yeah. I figured out by some overheard stuff that I think people cleaning up, picking up garbage along the whole area here down here, there's some sort of, you know, corporate team, you know, some company team out on an outing to do some good. Something like that, because I heard them talking about some company stuff, manager changes and whatnot. I wasn't meaning to eavesdrop, they're just really loud and in front of me, so. Isn't this neat? Look at it. Look at, look at, look at. But holy moly. So it looks like I'm getting really close to that bridge, which is good, because my secondary battery won't recharge me. My portable battery won't recharge my phone anymore. So looks as though I'm gonna have to boot it once I get to that bridge and take a picture. But look where there's a lot of people. Maybe it's like a meeting point for the people who, you know, I'm gonna stop guessing. I don't know anything, because clearly I didn't know about. Look at this. So I'm gonna stop talking, and I'll just hopefully have enough to do a video clip once I get to the bridge, and then I'm gonna like walk home and keep my mouth shut. Maybe it's combination groups, like not just one place, or competitive, who gets the most group. I don't know, but I recognize some of those people being the same people picking up the stuff, so it must have been some sort of, let's do something good and do it well together. Oh, cow parsnip is poisonous. I did not know that. Look at all the things you learn. Really though. Oh, I'm not doing what I said I would do. I'm gonna stop now. Oh no, I'm so far away. Why did I do this? But look, more wonders to behold. It's quite awesome. Really cool. I'm nearing the bridge. Right. See the recreation track? Look at behind me. Oh, well, there's kids. But look at it. So I'm near it. I'm almost there. Am I even still in Toronto anymore? I think I am. I don't know. There's a path that's closed off right now. Probably due to the water levels. Well, look. Right? But it was a shared path. Now it's not shared. Discovery walks. Well, look at, see the water? Okay, here I go. Wow. There, need to look. That must be one of the paths. Danger, do not jump from bridge. Well, somebody's a rebel down there on the path anyway. Oh, I see. See where the sand is and the stuff is washed up over the path? That's why they have used alternate route. Oh, looks like the guy has to turn back. And this reminds me of the newly built Trillium Park, although Trillium Park is new and fresh and everything. This sort of concept idea along the lake front is kind of, oh my gosh, I'm walking on it. I'm here. I'm here. Well, wow. Aha. Fox.
I want to do it. Harry called that follow.
Oh, there's locks along the way. Okay, here we go. Half my battery power left. You can see I've made it to the bridge. I've crossed the bridge. I see that there's another beautiful park over here. See? Trail and people right there on like getting great photos of the city skyline, you know, seeing Tower and that from there. But I have to go home. I was just going to the store to get my meds. So I kind of got off track, but I'm glad I came out here. Half my battery power left. You can see the Sunnyside Pavilion over there. Yeah, so I got a ways to go. I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna try and hoof it. Let's hope that my battery keeps going. As long as I don't post pictures and stuff, I should be okay. Or take more video. That's so tempting though. But yeah, it's definitely someplace I'll probably bring my bike out too, or do a long walk when I'm actually prepared to do it. Because I've got to walk all the way back. Because you guys know how, from where I live, you know, exhibition ground is just a few minutes away. So it's like so far. But this is good. I have work tomorrow, so this is getting me used to being on my feet a long time again. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Humber Bay Arch Bridge, or whatever people want to call it. So many active people, so I better go. It's just on a Friday morning, so Friday morning or early afternoon. Imagine what it's like on the weekends. So, thanks again for watching. I heard this one squawking, and I was worried about it, thinking it was a baby, but it looks about the same size as this one. It does have little babies. Look at it. Well, I don't think I've ever seen them that tiny before. Look how tiny they are. That bird is bigger than... family. I know I wasn't supposed to use any more battery because I've got this far to go. See? But look here. It's so adorable. Well, I used to put on battery power. Oh my goodness. They're just so adorable. I've never seen them that tiny before. So I still have ways to go, but I have gone past Sunnyside Pavilion. See, they do have lifeguards and stuff at various stations now. But see, the Humber Bay Bridge. I got some way to go. I'm not quite even at the place at Sunnyside Bridge where I would cross to come down from. Yeah, so I still got a ways to go. Closer than at that Budapest Park. And so you see there are people sitting in these chairs. I didn't get that on video when I first passed through. And then we're coming up to the butterfly garden. Butterfly. Look, can I actually? I'm so low on battery. Oh, look what I can do. I can walk through it. Wow. Nature is awesome. And man-made stuff to accommodate nature and or complement it. Okay, so guys, I still got a ways to go, alright? But I can do it. I can do it. My battery can do it as long as I stop making videos. You see though? Look at that. And there were lifeguards out by where the paddle boarders are and stuff too. I've stopped taking a picture every few minutes. So I'm trying to get home. I've been walking for nearly 4 hours, so that's pretty good. Look how pretty this is. So butterfly habitat. Let's remember that. Butterfly habitat. And then we're coming up to the Marilyn Bell. The crossing of Lake Ontario by Marilyn Bell plaque. So is this the spot where it happened, or is it just information about it? Because we know she crossed Lake Ontario. I'm gonna take you to Marilyn Bell Park, and hopefully if I still have battery, I'll show you. Well, it's big. I'm not gonna show you it all, but I'll tell you. And I won't even be able to go where the other plaque is. It's in my I don't know. I don't think it's in my other video, but on the way to the CNE grounds, the X ground, to the grounds, the exhibition place the other day, I stopped and read it. But again, I don't think I did video. Okay guys, so my feet are dry because it's like, oh, you're here. No, I'm where I crossed a bridge. Okay, so are we oriented to where we are? Yes. See what I mean? So this is what happens when you go take a different path or turn a different way than you're used to. Not that I'm used to anything around here yet. I mean, I just moved here less than a month ago, but you know, and this part of the city is new to me, and I didn't really explore it. I didn't explore it at all when I lived here before for several years. What I did do was I did a bike ride a couple times, pretty much as far as Ontario Place, or this, I guess the one time was as far as Ontario Place, but that was it. I've never been that far. So I'll show you. So I would have come down this pathway of the bridge, and if I hadn't decided to take a turn, I would have just walked onto this trail here and taking it. So this is some people, like I said, call it the waterfront trail, like lakefront recreation trail, but it's the Martin Goodman Trail. And yeah. So I'm getting slower and slower, yeah, so traffic noise right here, but it goes down the closer when you go around, and then you just hear the lake. But it's kind of neat that, as I was saying in the earlier clip, when these bridges are fairly old, but when a long time ago there was access for houses that are over there where they just strolled on over to the lake. And also the lake was further, the lake's gone back further and further because, you know, dirt and stuff has made up the lands along the lakefront as they built up in the city. But anyway, the houses used to have access, and they didn't like it when they didn't anymore, when these roads were brought in. And old trees. I love old trees. Much respect for old trees. Older than any of us, and probably, unless things happen to them, around a lot longer than we'll ever be. There's a streetcar in the distance. That's on King Street. As you can see, still near. Oh, there's a GO train. I don't know if you'll remember this spot, but I've walked over here. I know it's noisy. It's noisy. It's not everywhere along the waterfront. It depends where you are. But I still think this is great. This is where, the first time I went outside, when I took a break from unpacking, when I moved here in June, after a few days, I went for a walk to the store to get toilet paper and a toothbrush, and I took the long way home because I took Sunnyside Bridge after going through, you know, and then came down, and then I came down to the water right here. So you saw it at night. I think you've probably seen it in the day by now, but in case you haven't, I know it's overcast, but this is where I was. See? So we're not far from home. Still a little bit. But see? Do you see? Wow. This is where I was like, I'm just so happy to be here. I still feel that way. That feeling won't go away. It didn't last time I lived in Toronto. And now there's just more of it I'm discovering and loving. So, and I have an opportunity again. I started work yesterday. We'll see how it goes. Despite how anxious I was feeling about going, I'm really glad I did. And I'm supposed to work again tomorrow. So we'll see how it works out. I'm hoping for the best. Not hoping, I'm just gonna do my best. So good things since I moved here already, you know. Nature, you know. Yeah, there's that right here, but much closer. And there's the bridge I want to cross right up there. And There's the lake. Now we're coming up to the rowing club. So we may stop a few minutes and get some footage of that before my battery dies. It's really close, guys. Somebody's walking over the bridge right now. That'll be me soon, but not me. Really, all I did was set out to go to the store. I didn't expect to go for a 4-hour walk. But I am glad I did. I mean, I'm gonna be exhausted when I get home. I'm gonna have to rest. But this was really good. This was really good. I thought I was only gonna see. There you go. You can see the exhibition grounds. You know, where people are riding their bikes. You can see the view of the green on top of a building, etc., etc. Some of the grounds are massive, so some of like all that over there. Waterfront Trail. So here we are, Marilyn Bell Park, and the plaque that I read is at the other end, not far from the bridge that will take you across to the exhibition grounds, and that is across from Ontario Place. So when you're approaching Ontario Place along the path, along this, you will be able to see or find a plaque that's in stone, that's put on like a stone like that. I think a gray stone. And it tells you about her, the person this park area is named after. And this park, oh my gosh, I really am going, oh, see how quiet? See? It's getting quieter. If I went down there, it'd be peaceful. But I'm getting further away from the bridge. Now, do you see do you see the Humber Bay Bridge, the arch bridge, that white arch that's in the distance? That's how far I walked. So this park goes all the way. It's a lot of green space, which is lovely. It was beautiful on that sunny day. I mean, I wish there had been some puffy white clouds in the sky, because it was a bit too much sun. But it was really beautiful, especially for photos of the trees. This park is expansive, and it pretty much takes you to Ontario Place. You can go along the waterfront. There's still the trail over there for cycling and rollerblading and whatnot. Those cyclists will come down here as well, because it goes along beside the where you can walk there as well. But here we are. I'm gonna okay guys, I'm low power mode. Let's get up across that bridge and go home.